Hello, what iFoos? This is James, and we have Inglorious Bastion to farm. He's largely the same as he was last time, except I think they swapped out one of his Kashas for a nine-tailed fox. So we're going to be showing two decks today. One free-to-play, and one that can be pay-to-win. It actually can be free-to-play depending on what cards that you have. So the first deck is only for good boys, alright? The first deck for free-to-play... I also have it. I'm also going to have the decks down here in my little viewer box and MS Paint box. It is Duel Montage Dragon. Duel Montage Dragon. Basically, you stall out with Duel, and then at the end you have Montage Dragon, discard some more Duels, and normal summon Gravekeeper's Vassal, and then 2 Union attacks. And since his monsters are in attack position, you don't need Secret Pass, and because it's Duels that you're discarding, Montage Dragon becomes absolutely massive, and Gravekeeper's Vassal can just attack into whatever face-up attack position monster and win. Which he always has, because he always has Haunted Shrine to banish, and then special summon a zombie monster in attack position. Now, the reason we have DNA Surgery is because of Kasha. Kasha, special summon with 2 monsters. So you're able to really keep his monsters down with Terra Incarnate, but the whole point of his deck is to give him tributes for special summoning, so he can get out the 1 Kasha very easily. So with DNA Surgery, you just pick anything but zombie. Just pick Dragon, it's right on top. And he cannot special summon for Kasha, and your Duel is safe, because if Terra Incarnate gets shuffled into the deck, its effect does not activate. Okay. So that's really easy, right? And then the second deck is another really easy one. And it is... And I'm going to show gameplay. Is Ojams. And the reason this is pay to win is because you need these fusion searchers. Like, other than that, this is cheap, right? So the way this deck works is you must either, like, while he has 1 monster, you special summon your Ojama Knight. If you do that, you win. If you don't do that, then you'll probably lose. And then you also need some way to get your fusion cards. Now again, the pay to win cards are those 3 ultra rares. King of the Swamp and Fusion Sage, but it doesn't have to be. Doesn't have to be, my boys. You could use Blaze Oman. You could use Blaze Oman. You know, if you had like 1 King of the Swamp and then, or just, you know, some Blaze Mans. I don't know. You might have 3 Blaze Mans. They're cheap. But then you could also, you know, you could use the 1 Blaze Man and you could use the 1 Vion. Vion coming back into the spotlight. Right, if you draw Blaze Man, normal summon, and then I guess you would still need like a King of the Swamp or something. Anyway, so Blaze Man, if you open Blaze Man, normal summon, get the poly, super easy. If you have the Vion, you normal summon him. Yeah. You normal summon him, dump a hero, and then once per turn you can banish a hero, add 1 polymerization from your deck to your hand. So that's a way that you could go about that. But if you just have cards that directly search polymerization, it's much easier. And then we have Draw Sense Water. Like, so, like the first turn we can play nothing if we have a bunch of Ojams in our hand, and then we can search King of the Swamp. So that's why King of the Swamp is the preferred option, because, you know, he can be uniquely searched. Whereas if we have Draw Sense, Spell, or Trap, maybe we get one of these other cards. Okay, those are the 2 like most efficient, like easiest farm decks that you know, that are not really possible to screw up and, you know, get frustrated. There's another one with Paleozoics. You use Canadia. Yeah, you use Canadia, Pacaya, and what was it? Canadia, Pacaya, like Wall of D, Floodgate, and Wetlands, Gravekeeper's Vassal, double union attack, that works. That also works very well, but it's potentially, there's a high bar to screw that up. The reason that works is because the Paleozoics are immune to monster effects, and the only two threats the Bastion has are Red Ogre and Kasha. And if they can't shuffle or return the monsters, then your Paleozoics are safe. Red Ogre is bigger than the Paleozoics, but that's why you have Floodgate. That's why you have you also use Wall of D in that farm. So that's probably that Paleozoic deck is probably the most reliable. It's also the most expensive, and it's also the most complicated to play. So rather than be held accountable for that, if that's something that appeals to you, build it yourself, and that might be the one that I use. But these Ubel and Ojams are two very good options. So here's his deck. So I think he added the Nine-Tailed Fox. Pretty sure they added the Nine-Tailed Fox for one of the Kashas. Because he uses... This is another zombie boss monster. And then this way he has one fewer Kasha. And then please be aware that when the Nine-Tailed Fox special summons itself from the graveyard, he doesn't do, because he used Book of Life. Alright, anyway. But he can tribute for Red Ogre. Alright, so he can tribute for Red Ogre. 2,800 attack points. Sends Terra Incarnate back to the hand. But that's fine. But that's actually fine. Because we have the Ultimate Nightmare. Now, what I don't do here is I don't go for... Wait, or do I? Oh, yeah, no. So here's the nice thing about this deck, is because Fire King Island is an inherent little engine for you. Right? So we can go Fire King Island, and then we destroy, we get a draw, and then Ubel special summons from the deck, and that's another, farming card advantage to be had, clearing out our field. But once he gets his Red Ogre out, you cannot do that. You cannot do that if you don't have to, because the reason you might not want to do that is because Montage Dragon, you want Montage Dragon to be as big as possible, and for that special summon, you need all of your Ubels in hand. But once he tribute summons Red Ogre, you can get out your second, you can summon your second Terra Incarnate, and you can still be safe in terms of having a big enough Montage Dragon in order to get over 10k attack. So all these special summons of Red Ogre are no big deal. Shuten Joji, giving him the extra draw. Foolish Burial for extra draw. Yeah, he has a lot of draw power. But again, this is the version of the deck that doesn't cost any money, so it's gonna, all these are potential Kashas, and if you don't get DNA surgery relatively easily, Kasha again shuffles into the deck, shuffles your monsters into the deck rather, and then you will likely lose the farm. Alright, so Terra Incarnate. And then we could just go in with Montage Dragon at any time, but we want the maximum score. Alright, so here's Red Ogre, right? And then we can just discard 3 Ubels, Vassal, and then double Union attack. And then the score for this is gonna be, so with this I got 7,800. I had 400 Prismatic, 100 Glossy, very doable with the Union attacks that can be Prisma'd from the Karibo tickets, and then 1 Glossy, just any one Glossy. And then we're just going to look at the Ojama deck real super quick. So Ojama, again, the simpler pay-to-win option. All you need to do is open Polymerization somehow, and also get your Ojama Knight and blocking 2 spaces while he only has 1 monster. So here we go. Perfect. We open up with Polymerization, but since we can get the mill, since we can make it faster, I'm going to set the Ojama Blue. There's the deck. I'm going to set the Ojama Blue, get the draw 2, Alright. And then I'm going to go for Ojama Knight. And this is all speed up because Bastion's deck is very... Well, actually, if you block up the monster spaces, it's very slow. Because, you know, he can't banish Mizuki. And he can't... I mean, he can do Haunted Shrine, but it's not like as big of a deal. And so he's just stuck with Nine-Tailed Fox, I guess. Oh yeah, so what is the point of Nine-Tailed Fox? I don't think the point of Nine-Tailed Fox is to keep special summoning Nine-Tailed Fox in graveyard. I think Nine-Tailed Fox is tribute, what is it? Tribute speed up. You can do, ooh, yeah, you can do Neos Fusion, dump the frog, tribute summon for Nine-Tailed Fox. Nine-Tailed Fox dies, and then you have 2 tributes for the summon of an Earthbound Immortal. So now he's just done. So now he's all good and locked up. I've Ojama Blued my way to farming card advantage, and now we're just waiting on our final combo. And we draw, discard, and then Ojama Country. Everybody's in attacking position. Good old secret pass. Good old union attack. Good old second union attack. And we get huge. And our score is... Oh, that was Ubel's score. This is our Ojama score. Glossy, 999, spell, special summon, fusion summon. And I even got a Nine-Tailed Fox. So, please enjoy the farm. Thank you for watching.